Some people hit 100 and still walk faster than people half their age. They're out tending gardens, laughing with friends, cooking dinner, like they missed the memo about slowing down. Here's the crazy thing. It's not magic. It's not all in their DNA either. Scientists say only about 20% of how long you live is genetic. The rest is how you live every single day, which means you and I have a lot more control over this than most people think. Researchers have actually gone out into the world to study these long-living people. They found these pockets called blue zones. Places like Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, Ikaria in Greece, and one community in Loma Linda, California. On the surface, they're all different. Different foods, different traditions, different weather. But underneath, the same patterns show up again and again. Here are some of those habits that you can incorporate into your life to hopefully live not just a longer life, but a healthier life. Let's start with food because it's a big one. In blue zones, plants run the show. Vegetables, beans, whole grains, and fruit. Meat? Sure, but it's more of a guest star than the main character. In Okinawa, there's a traditional sweet potato dish that shows up more often than steak. In Ikaria, you'll find beans and greens simmered in olive oil. This way of eating is naturally packed with fiber and nutrients, and it's lighter on calories. Science has plenty to say here. Plant-forward diets are linked to a lower risk of heart disease and longer life. And then there's what they don't eat much of. Processed foods aren't part of the daily menu. These diets are low in added sugar, refined grains, and manufactured snacks. High intake of ultra-processed foods is linked to higher risks of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Cooking at home with fresh ingredients puts you in control of what's actually going in your body, and it usually tastes better anyway. Healthy fats aren't the enemy here. They're friends. Olive oil and grease in Sardinia, nuts in Loma Linda, seeds in Okinawa. These foods fight inflammation and help keep the heart and brain in good shape. Studies have found that nut eaters had a lower risk of dying from just about anything. A handful of almonds might be the cheapest life insurance policy you ever buy. And no, it's not about never touching chocolate cake again. It's about letting the plants do the heavy lifting most of the time. Then there's how much people who live past 100 eat. In Okinawa, there's this phrase, hara hachi bu. Eat until you're about 80% full. It's a habit that naturally keeps calories in check without counting anything. The science on calorie restriction shows it can slow down aging in ways we're still learning about. In practice, it might mean slowing down at meals, giving your brain time to realize your stomach's happy and not eating to the point where you're ready to unbutton your pants. You might be wondering, what about alcohol? In Sardinia and Ikaria, you'll find wine on the table. But it's not about getting drunk. It's about having a small glass, with food, with people you enjoy. Studies suggest light drinking, especially red wine, might help the heart, but go past light and the benefits flip into risks fast. And if you don't drink now, there's no health reason to start. Here's another pattern. Constant, easy movement. You don't see gyms on every corner in these towns. People get their exercise just by living. Walking to the market, working in the garden, carrying groceries up hills. It's what researchers call low-intensity, long-duration activity, and it's powerful. That daily motion keeps their heart strong, muscles working, and joints moving. A brisk walk, even half an hour, lowers your risk of dying early by a noticeable amount. And no, the walk from your couch to your fridge doesn't count unless your fridge is a mile away. Spending time outdoors is practically built into the Blue Zone lifestyle. Morning light helps set your body clock. A little sunshine boosts vitamin D, which keeps bones strong and the immune system humming. Whether it's walking, gardening, or just sitting outside with tea, that natural light and air do more for you than any overpriced wellness gadget. But what if you don't live in a country with much sunlight? Well, it's worth looking into taking vitamin D supplements. I've linked a website that I use to get my supplements in the description below, so check that out to find a wide variety of trusted health and fitness products. Now let's talk about sleep. Centenarians aren't out here bragging about pulling all-nighters. They respect rest. Most get 7 to 8 hours a night, and they keep it consistent. The science shows that people who hit that sweet spot live longer, with lower rates of obesity and high blood pressure. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Skip it often enough and it shows up everywhere: your mood, your memory, even your immune system. Here's another surprising pattern amongst people who live past 100. They're not doing life alone. In these communities, everyone seems to belong somewhere. They see family regularly. They've got friends nearby. They check in on each other. That matters more than most people realize. Loneliness has been linked to heart disease, dementia, and earlier death. Connection is almost like a daily vitamin for your mental and physical health. Having a strong sense of purpose is another pattern that we don't talk about enough. In Okinawa, they call it ikigai, a reason to get out of bed in the morning. In Nicoya, it's plan de vida, which translates to life plan. It doesn't need to be some world-changing mission. It could be looking after your grandkids, building something in your community, or even mastering the art of baking sourdough. Having a reason to keep going seems to protect both the heart and the mind. Now let's talk about managing stress. Long-lived people aren't stress-free, but they're better at letting it go. They take afternoon naps, say prayers, meditate, or spend slow time with family. This isn't just about emotions. Chronic stress literally ages your cells faster by wearing down your telomeres. Finding a daily way to shift out of fight or flight mode isn't indulgent. It's maintenance for your whole system. The mind needs working out too. People who make it past 100 don't stop learning. They read, they play instruments, they take on projects. It keeps the brain flexible and builds a kind of backup system that can help fend off dementia. Think of it like strength training, but for your neurons. One big theme you notice after a while is moderation. Nobody's chasing extreme health trends or doing punishing workouts. It's steady, balanced living day after day, year after year. That consistency is more powerful than any hack you'll find online. And maybe my favorite part, they enjoy life. They laugh, they celebrate, they make time for things that bring them joy. Science backs this up too. Positive emotions can actually protect your heart, lower stress hormones, and strengthen your immune system. A good laugh might not replace leafy greens, but it's definitely in the same neighborhood. Reaching 100 isn't about a single magic trick. It's the combination of all these small choices done over and over until they become part of you. What's great is that you don't need to move to a small village in the Mediterranean to start. You can bring pieces of that lifestyle into your own day, and your future self might thank you with a lot more healthy years. Which of these habits do you already follow? And which of these do you think you need to do more of? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.